Hey everybody, this is Respiratory Flux, call me Flux for short, or whatever you want to call me. In the last episode, we saved Luigi, went to the Dusty Dune Galaxy, and went to the Big Mouth Galaxy, and that's basically what we did. Those three things. In this next episode, we're gonna hopefully finish up the Dusty Dune Galaxy. Now, let's see. We have one more regular mission, and you know there's gonna be a comet, and you know there was that hungry Luma within the level that we fed the other day. Well, for me it was just earlier today, but no, this one, Sunbaked Sandcastle. That doesn't look much like a sandcastle to me, but I don't know. It might not be referring to that. I never understood the title of this mission, to be perfectly honest. Sunbaked is kind of obvious because, anyway. But the gimmick here is... Oh, actually, there's even more stars in this galaxy. There's a lot of stars in this galaxy now that I remember. You got this thing. This switch that kind of makes everything rise up. This is sort of like a little mini disc-shaped planet. Yeah, you don't want to get smashed by these platforms. You can kind of get these mushrooms if you want to, but be careful and stay away from the platforms that are going to sink to you. Stay away from the chicken also, but that's not nearly as deadly. It just damages you for one, but it stuns you, which can trap you, which can be bad. Anyway. Now here you've got a similar gimmick. The planet is going to rise and sink depending on which of these switches you hit. And you have to work your way through with the shells, trying to find all these star chips. There's one in that chest that you need the shell for. There's other ones that are... These dry bones are going to be added to the ones in the rest of the level once you raise the planet once. So that's fun because you have to deal with them all the time. But yeah, that's got this little thing here that you can. Ow! That was a troll move. Anyway, I think the chest is on this side, and yeah, I managed to get that in only one switch. That second switch is entirely unnecessary. That's actually pretty funny, now that I think about it. But launch star lift you off to here, and from here there's actually two ways you can go. There's that launch star, and there is... Also, in case you can't tell, this planet is kind of expanding and retracting. It's a little bit... There's this coin trail. Oh, my batteries are low. That's lovely. But there's a secret here. When the planet retracts to its smallest size, I think there's, yeah, this hidden here, which makes these musical notes appear. You kind of have to get them all. They expand outward, sort of, with the planet, but they make another launch star appear, and this one is a secret star. There's actually two flat-out secret stars. This and the Hungry Luma one. This one is annoying. I am not sure why I went to this first. I don't know. But anyway. Here you got bullet bills combined with the sinking and raising gimmick. And you can already see just how much of a pain this is probably going to be. Kind of have to lure the bullet bill around. Oh. Well, I unlocked the invincibility star first, which is actually the only way you can kill these dry bones. So getting these out of the way is probably one of the best things you can do to make your life easier on this star, because I don't think they're going to respawn. But you have to lure the bullet bill into that cage with that star. But in order to reach the bullet bills from here, I'm pretty sure you have to lower and raise the platform. Oh no, you don't. I am just making cakewalk out of this. That is one of the most annoying stars in the game, if you ask me. Well, one of them, or at least one of the more traditionally annoying ones. And I just kind of completely cheesed it. I just kind of stuck myself in the sand. Speaking of cheesing it, I'm not even going to bother to hit the switch again. And I'm just going to jump up to here. I did not expect that to go nearly as well as it did. Holy crap. Also, I forgot to hit the switch again. Start my timer again. Dang. Anyway, I'll meet you back at that expanding and retracting sand planet place. Bullet bill on your back. Now we are halfway through the game. Nice. I'll meet you back there. Alrighty then. We are back. Back, I said. Back. Thank you. Anyway, get to this launch star, and we can actually go on to the actual mission here, which is... Got this planet, pointless one-up, Sling Star. This is kind of one of the weirder little gimmicks with the coconuts. You have a planet, an oasis type planet here with all these coconuts and water, and you have to actually like knock them out of the orbit of this planet. Actually, there was a little thing like this in the Good Egg Galaxy, I think, as well. But you have to knock the coconuts out of orbit with that planet to get them into orbit with this planet and land on this planet to where you can launch them into the Pokey, because that's your best way of defeating it. You might be able to do it without them. I don't know. But also, the sand currents will carry these down. And if your aim is slightly off, it gets to be a pain. Trying to find the coconuts again. If you like coconuts in real life, I'm sorry. This mission is not going to give you further positive opinion. Stomp onto the Pokey, and you get the launch star. Shake. What? Okay. I was shaking, and it wasn't going anywhere. Whatever. And now this is the... Gotta jump down. Fortunately, landing in sand, you don't take fall damage, you just get stuck for a second. It's kind of like snow and sand were in Super Mario 64. Don't know if snow is like that in this game or not. I don't think it is, honestly. But I haven't been able to... There aren't quite as many places to fall in the snow galaxies in this game. Anyway, I smacked that open for a box. And this is kind of a weird level, because you hit this, break that box open, and you kind of start climbing up the inside of this tower upside down, but it starts sinking, which means it starts sinking up, which actually, as much as earlier I said that that's not how sinking is used, in this game it does happen. But you just kind of have to make your way around, and you have to like be fast to get through everywhere without getting smashed between the rocks and the sand. Which is why I'm not sure why this is called a sand castle, because it's made of rock bricks. Sand castle, I usually think of like a castle made of sand, which is, you know, like you make at the beach. Anyway, once it gets up to this top, it is going to stop, but you want to get the star anyway, so... At least I think it stops. Yeah, it seems to have stopped. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I got the star. I don't know. I don't tend to wait around for it to smash me. So. Whoopsie-doo. Save your game. No. And no comment. So I guess we are doing this now. We are doing the Hungry Luma Galaxy. Not Galaxy. Mission here. The comet is gonna happen, but it's not wanting to happen yet, so I'll meet you at the Hungry Luma. A lot of meeting you at places this episode. Alright then. Well, I met you again. We're gonna see where this actually goes. Now, if you were paying attention, you might have noticed there was a green question mark on this mission, which means yes, this is in fact the last green star, and also it's a silver star mission. Basically, you kind of have the sand shifting through this thing. It's kind of like in the last thing we did. You kind of have to keep yourself from getting smashed, and you have to go through and find all the silver stars, which I believe are all trapped in crystals like that. If you step on the red, well, if you step, it's green at the start. But if you step on the green zone, it turns red and the sand starts moving. So you kind of have to keep going back and forth between the top half and the bottom half, and you kind of have to keep exploring to find the sand. There is always going to be a safe path for you. Sometimes it's just a little nook like that. Where you kind of have to, where that's pretty much all you got, but it's just enough to be safe. If you break open the boxes, there's not going to be silver stars in them, because all the silver stars are in the crystals, like I said. That's 4 of the 5 already. I'm not sure where I am right now. Like I said, there's always a safe... There is always a safe route through. I don't remember having to be so close. The close calls on that path I just took through there. Don't remember that, but oh well. And once you get silver stars, I'm pretty sure the sand goes away. So you can just go up and down around to get to where you need to go to get the star where it appears. There's only 2 paths from that place, so let's go back this one where we came, because the other one is a dead end. And this time we'll go around this way. Well, that gave us everything quickly. And there's the sand draining away. And yep, you got a green star. And yes. So yeah, that's actually all there is to that. It's fairly simple. Can get a little tedious. But more importantly, what I was holding off on that one for was the fact that yes, that is the 3rd green star. Which means the green star galaxies are now available. Or, as they are more formally known, you've restored the green launch star. These 3 galaxies are now available. Even I don't know what's waiting for you out there beyond the green launch star. Well, I do know, and they are kind of annoying. Kind of. Let me check the map. Yeah, there is one comet there. The comet in there is there. I've cut out enough material in this episode from meeting you places and doing things fairly quickly that I know I've been recording this episode for a little while, but I think I have time for one more mission, especially since this is a speedy comet and I'm going to speed it up anyway. You might have been able to see it was a red comet. And also I know which mission this is, so it actually makes up for a mistake I made. Because this is the sand blast, the blasting through the sand mission as a speed run. So I can show off that area I skipped. It might be faster going through the pipeway, technically, but I don't know. There's plenty of time to do this entire mission. I will do my best.
Alright. I am going to talk really slow and really low-pitched for no real reason. Because I know I'm going to speed up this footage. We got 4.5 minutes to beat this level, which is frankly more than enough time if you know what you are doing. It's kind of... Also, that turns into a 1-up instead of the power mushroom thing. The hungry Luma is not there. This is probably the hardest part of the mission, at least in my mind, because you saw me having trouble getting these. You can kind of jump out of the sand and spin a little bit to give you a little bit more. The fastest way to do this is to go for that one underneath on the bottom of the first run without grabbing the shell, and get those 4 on your first run. Grab the shell, and then grab the one in the chest on your second run. Because this will leave you right where the things appear, and in the only like 1.5 runs around the planet. Anyway, I took the green path last time. That took us through that pipe. This time I'll take the orange path, the launch star, and show you like the actual first part of this final planet. Basically, it starts you kind of off here on middle of Nowheresville. You flip over from the blue side to the sand side. Well, sand on both sides. The tornadoes actually disappear somewhat here, which makes things a little easier. That was kind of a risky jump, especially because there's no checkpoint in the comet missions. Yeah, the tornadoes are gone, so you just have to be careful and make it through here fast enough. You also kind of lose out on the tornado shortcut I showed off in the actual mission. But you can also be a little faster going through here to get to from the switch to the raised sand towers, because you don't have to worry about the tornadoes that are gonna mess you up. But you don't get the one that's actually useful in getting there faster either. So it's a trade-off. And you still have to worry about not being careless and landing in the sand, because that's
still instant death. But yes, that's the mission in a nutshell. I should stop saying stuff in a nutshell because I say that a lot. Well, I don't really. Well, that'll be it for this episode. I did 4 missions this episode. Been here for a little while. In the next episode, we have 2 things we can do. I can show you the map. We have finished, to the extent that we can, all of these galaxies here in the bedroom. We can do the Bowser level here, or we can explore these galaxies here. I will think about it between episodes, and next time, you will see my choice. Actually, I've decided I'm not going to do the Bowser level yet. Sorry. I could, but my completeness sake, I want to get these out of the way. And since I tend to do 3 missions in an episode, that will make a fairly decent episode just doing these. So, as I do my outro, I will take this green launch star, and we will see where it leads. Well, no, I will take that at the beginning of the next episode. So, in the meantime, comments below. Respond, vibrate, feedback, and resonate. Tell me how everything went, how everything going, and I need to improve my English. Anyway, next time, green launch star, goodbye.